Morning. We made it to Oregon, and last night Alana and I stayed in this Gnome dome. It's like a little concrete tiny house, and we're in southern Oregon. We're making our way to Washington, which is where we're moving Alana to, so we have both of the cars packed up with her stuff, and we're at kind of like a retreat campground called Cedar Bloom, and there's a whole bunch of other tents. They have some waterfront property. They have some cabins. There's another dome over here. And it's like all situated on 100 acres of land. So we got the dome for 2 nights, and we stayed last night. We're gonna stay tonight, and we're gonna use the day to just explore the land, go swimming, and just like kind of relax a little bit after our 9-hour driving day yesterday. Look at all the old growth trees. So pretty.
Okay, this is what we're working with the potty. Whispering because there are people around that are there you go, Samuel. This is crazy. Okay, well, this is what we got. Oh my gosh. Instead, use a funnel to pee into. Jeez Louise. All right.
I have been so blessed to have spent the last month with so many friends. At the beginning of this trip, I was truly in the throes of deep grief. I found that even picking up the camera to talk was hard because all that came out every time I wanted to speak were tears. As I've said before, love's expansive. Spending so much time with people I love so much has been so healing to me. I have found my creativity and my playfulness returning. I can feel the start of a fresh chapter approaching. Alana and I ended our month together with a stay at Cedar Bloom. I was reminded just how healing it can be to be out in nature. We spent days exploring the land, skinny dipping in the river, and unwinding in the sauna. Always in the back of my mind, though, was that the arrival at her new apartment would signify us parting ways. As the miles dwindled, I found myself worrying about being alone. Once her things were out of the van and she was settled into her new home, what was my plan? Where was I going? I had no idea. This was the moment I was able to call on a perspective change. On TikTok recently, I spoke about reminding ourselves that free will exists, and sometimes having no plan is truly such a gift. By putting ourselves out there, magic happens. To be able to decide what you want to do every day as they unfold in real time is incredible. When we are able to become real-life magicians and add magic to the mundane, excitement is born. So I may not know where I'm going, but isn't that exciting? Because the possibilities can lead to anything, any kind of adventure. So I think it is such a gift to not know what's next.
We were just laying down. We just had lunch. We went to a pizza place. Cave Junction's kind of weird vibes, turns out, which I remember being true always. I used to come down this way a lot when I lived in Oregon, but we were just in the dome and we were like, where are all the spiders?
There was at least 20 last night.
And now they're none.
And they were big.
So where'd they go?
They're probably in our bag.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried.
I did find one in my bag, but it was dead.
Oh, good.
So, hate that.
Yeah. I love this little, like, marble up here. But I wish there was more. Like, they should have done them all the way around. Wouldn't that have been cool?
Do you feel like you're in SpongeBob's pineapple?
I mean, it feels like something. For sure.
Feels like SpongeBob's pineapple. This is what I would imagine it would be like in there.
With more bugs.
Yeah, there's no bugs in the ocean.
Wandering down to the sauna for the second time today. And then I'm hoping to jump in the river after because I didn't do that this morning. Because I love a good little naked swim. And I just feel like on the East Coast we don't have a lot of nude swimming spots. I feel like that's not like socially acceptable, but on the West Coast, especially in Oregon, they love to swim naked. We're at Tokatee Hot Springs. I haven't been here in years. I'm so excited. This is what I miss most about Oregon. Look at all the moss. So green. These were the first hot springs that I ever went to back when I was living in a minivan with my sister. And we came here and we experienced like public nudity for the first time.
Being back in Oregon has proven to be a little bit more challenging than I had anticipated. If you don't know, I lived in Eugene, Oregon for 3 years and fell into my depths of addiction here in this beautiful, gorgeous state. And being here has really brought up old emotions.
I just pulled up at the hot spring. Didn't bring a bathing suit.
I did, but I'm not going to leave her hanging.
Fucking everyone here is wearing a bathing suit.
This July, I will have 4 years sober, and this is actually the first time that I have allowed myself to come to the Pacific Northwest since doing so. I feel like I was always worried that by visiting these old stomping grounds and places that I had been before in my past life, as I like to call it, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to handle it, like maybe the old memories would trigger something. But I feel like in the past year, I've dealt with so much loss and I've been dealing with so much grief that I really showed myself that I am stable in my sobriety and that I'm not at risk of relapsing if I visit these places. So in a way, I've really just been exploring how strong I am in my sobriety. And now I'm happy and excited to be back in a place that I've missed for so long. The Pacific Northwest always feels like home to me, even though I've been away for so long. 5 years feels like yesterday to me. And people always ask why I never traveled to the Pacific Northwest. And truly, it was just because I had been severely hurt here, emotionally, physically. And I just wanted to make sure that I was ready before I made my great return. And here we are. I'm ready, I'm strong, and I'm excited to see all that the Pacific Northwest has to offer for me this summer.
Good morning. I slept in my makeup last night. Super out of character for me, but it was cold, and the thought of using my cold sink water in my van just like did not sound appealing. So I'm up, camped at Lake Wenatchee in Washington, and if you know me, I never like to pay for a campsite, but it's beautiful here, so I'm happy I did it. But we're gonna wake up, I think maybe make some coffee or tea, and then go for a little hike and probably clean the van because it is in such severe disarray since moving Alana and all that stuff. So I just need to take a few minutes to get everything back together. So I bought an inflatable paddleboard because I'm looking for more activities to do outside, and I figured it would be perfect for the Pacific Northwest, like be able to paddleboard out on lakes, be by myself, get some solitude, and try to be more outdoorsy. I'm not an outdoorsy person, just did my nails at a campsite, so
but it doesn't fit in the van. So last week I actually shipped a whole bunch of things back to my mom's house so that I could free up some space in the van, and the box still won't fit. So I slept with it on the bed last night. So I'm gonna try to unbox it and see if the backpack it came in is smaller. And I could paddleboard on this lake, but honestly, it's really windy and I'm not a very strong swimmer. So it fit in the back. Thank God. It was very easy, actually. So I broke down all the cardboard. I'm gluing my Chaco. I got these Chacos off eBay because I wanted a real like hiking sandal, and my Tevas just weren't cutting it. I know Tevas makes hiking Tevas, but I don't have them. So I bought these on eBay for like 30 bucks, and I do really like them, but the whole sole came unglued. So we're just gonna make do and put it back together. I'm getting ready to head out of my campsite in a little bit, and we're gonna go explore, see where the trailhead is. This is my summer to truly turn into a hiking baddie. If you watched my content previously, you know that I never enjoyed hiking, never went hiking. And I think since losing Yeti, it's my way of feeling connected with him. As I've mentioned before, in my head, I continue to take him for walks. So I've been seeking out a lot of really beautiful trails on this trip and just kind of exploring all the nature that Washington has to offer. So I found this beautiful lake up a pretty easy trail for me. And I just spent the day by the water, swimming in the lake. And it turns out that hiking gets you to way cooler views than driving can get you to. If you're new to hiking like I am, I've been taking advantage of using the app All Trails because you can download the trail maps to your phone before you get out of service, just so you can make sure that you're staying on trail, not getting lost. I feel like that's the main thing that kept me from solo hiking in the past, was that I just felt like I didn't know how. But it turns out hiking is just putting one foot in front of the other and hopefully getting to a beautiful destination that you get to enjoy by yourself. On this beautiful day, I had the lake to myself, and then on the drive back to my campsite, found this beautiful lupin garden on the side of the road, and it was just so incredible. It really just reminded me that when you put yourself out there, you get to find beauty and magic all around you. And I think that's just very important to remember all the time. Just scored this gorgeous campsite. It's kind of, I don't know if I would call it a meadow because there's a lot of old growth trees, but it's like a road system that goes all the way back. I feel really lucky because all of the paid campsites in the area were taken tonight. Like, I drove around Leavenworth, I drove around Lake Wenatchee, everything was taken. This is free. I'm very excited. Look how beautiful. Sometimes we just have lucky girl syndrome, and today is that day. So beautiful, very buggy. So I just walked all down here, and I was trying to find the Wenatchee River because it runs over there, but it was too far and I didn't want to like start walking through the woods. I did find a deer skeleton, a little scary. Yeti would have loved that. It reminded me of this time when we were in Santa Barbara and we were camping, and he went down over an embankment and he came back literally with a entire deer leg in his mouth, like fur, hoof, everything. So I know he would have literally loved it here. I feel like that was a little sign to be like, he's here and he would have liked it. But it's like hazy and beautiful. It's just so perfect. There's a little bit of road noise, but honestly, I don't mind. I could have gone farther into the trail system, but the road's a little bit rough, and honestly, I just wanted a place to stop for the night. So I'm excited. I'm gonna just relax, I think. Alana and I are in Leavenworth, Washington, and we're gonna do a little walk around. It's a little German town, just like Helen. If you remember my older vlogs from earlier this year, I try to go to Helen like once a year. I love little German towns. I guess Leavenworth is like the head honcho of like Christmas, pretty much. So I really want to come back when they're all decorated for Christmas. But for now, we're gonna go get a coffee. It's pretty early in the morning, and then we're gonna go for a hike. I just got this dress at Target, thrifted boots, and Alana just gave me this really cute little sweater, and I just thought it was so cute. So we need to get some caffeine, and then we're gonna go for a little hike back at that other hike that I did yesterday by myself. So it's gonna be very beautiful, a little girly friend day. There's truly something so magical and special about just spending girl time with one of your best friends in the whole entire world. this is a key element that I have missed living on the East Coast and living away from so many people that I love. So to just be able to do this on a whim, it seems so natural to most people, but to me, it's something that I have truly missed over the last couple of years. Okay, we just shopped till we dropped. And I got this postcard for my little brother because I've been sending him postcards everywhere we go. And I actually bought a bunch of postcards and I put them up against my van and they fell in the crack behind my sink and I can never get them out again. So I had to buy more.
Because it's fragile.
I got this little matcha spoon. Well, I'm gonna use it to scoop out my matcha because I just figured it would be like very aesthetically pleasing during my morning routine videos. Oh, and then I got coerced into buying this domestic violence awareness lip balm.
But it has sunscreen in it, which she needs.
Yeah, it has sunscreen and my lips are always sunburnt, so that does check out, but I'm a sucker for stuff like that, obviously. This is my magnet that I got for the van. Obviously, you wanna toss that up on there.
Oh.
Yeah, you can just stick it wherever.
Oh, it moves.
And then I got this little bra top. Ooh, ew. I got this little bra top, and then we just went thrifting, and I got this scarf that I'm gonna wear as a top, and I got these little low-rise shorts that are like a Madison Wild moment. She's like my favorite fashionista on TikTok right now, and I think she's really cool, and I always want things that she has, so I've seen her wear a pair of shorts like that, so that's why I got it. And then of course this is like just so me coated. It's like a beach cover up. It was $4 and I think it's gonna be my favorite dress in the entire world.
Okay, I got these earrings from the craft or art fair rather. Bullied into buying a shirt from this other store.
It's really cute.
It is really cute shirt.
I wanted it too, but they didn't have my size.
Yeah, they had one medium. And then I got the last thing. We got coffee at this cute place and I got this merch because how could you not?
That's a decaf. It's perfect.
I might actually wear it on our hike.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Actually, I'm gonna try it on now. Oh my god, what is all this dust on me? Is that...
Wait, so cute. Yeah, I love it. Love
Is
it.
this lightning in a bottle grass still?
Yeah, it's everywhere in my van.
No.
Dude, I haven't washed my sheets since lightning in a
this
bottle. It's full of hay.
It's really something.
Yeah, she's cute. I don't know, man. There's something really special about this area. I just feel so at home and so at ease. Again, maybe it's because I have friends in the area and just have that feminine energy, but I also just feel like the terrain around here is exactly what I've always wanted. It's so beautiful, it's so green, it's so lush, and I've just really enjoyed myself in the Leavenworth area. And I can kind of see myself settling down here, but I feel like I'm gonna give it till at least fall to decide on if this is where I want to end up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Sending you so much love.